Ooh! Tomb Prince, Necrotech and Lich Priest enter your throne room and offer themselves in your service. So what I've pretty much always done is I've gone for a Lich Priest. Because I want to have a mage, and mages are good. But that's more of a long-term kind of play, because they're not great to begin with. And what I was tempted out of my last game was to use a Tomb Prince, because he can go scout out the enemy and start assaulting their units, which is a strategy I'm going to go for now. See what it's like. Then maybe this guy can go off and be my scout, but I've got him as a... Yeah, but I will probably want to get a Lich Priest as my first one I buy. So as we carry out a hero action.
My father demands it.
Liberus shall rise
Right.
again.
So I need, for an ambush, it's 25% movement left. For the Entomb Beneath the Sands is 50. Is it? Yeah. Let's just move up a little bit. There we go. See, he's got a big old army, and if it's like previous, it's generally like 15 or so Saurus Warriors. He's only got 16 units. He's not actually recruiting either. I wonder if he will come after me this turn. How far can he actually go? He can't actually reach me if I go there.
Queen Khalida.
What are the chances? I've only got a 40% ambush chance.
Your queen moves.
But I think I might do it. I want to bait him out. Especially while he's only got 16 units. He hasn't got a full stack yet. I probably still have the option to retreat. Even if I don't ambush him. Even if he spots my ambush, which is quite possible. Ooh, I can upgrade. Yeah, that's probably gonna be worth... I'm just debating, do I wait? No, I'm probably better off upgrading this now. I'm going to want to build walls here at some point, because this will become a fun line against the Skaven at some point later. So it's a good idea to upgrade this. I'm only going to be getting an extra building slot either way. And this is cheaper and quicker. I don't like using up all my money like that. Because I might have trouble... Yeah, if I can't assault the units. I won't be able to assault the units next turn even. Let's wait. Let's wait, I think. Because this battle is going to be a massive decider when how that goes. Especially how quickly I can recover from it, because he can build units not quite as quickly as, well, probably as quickly as me, just because of the AI gets bonuses to money and whatnot, and he's less likely to suffer the same kind of casualties I will. Or is he recruiting actually? Sorry, am I? Or is he just garrisoning? I think he is recruiting, you know. I think I was thinking of the symbol that... Oh no, he's coming out. He's seen me though, hasn't he? Ambush failed. Boom. I think... Don't know if you've got an opinion, but I'll give it a second to catch up. I'm thinking about retreating with this one, because I don't think you'll be able to catch me. And then I can always assault the units and then go in anyway. He might be able to march back into a settlement. I don't trust the balance of power at all. Generally, I found this with the vampires as well, it wasn't very accurate at all. I found in their case though, it was generally an issue of it would always be against me. Oh, and I'll retreat actually, because we'll...
Retreat!
Ah, brilliant, he's chasing me. My worry was he was just going to march back into the settlement, because I can always assault him now and just attack him with the same kind of thing. He hasn't gone into astromancy stance either, which gives him a few bonuses. I mean, of course, if he had marched, well, I might not be able to catch him, but would have meant I could destroy him more. Right, let's see then. Be a 50-50 chance. Oh, campaign lines up plus 15. Failure. Well, I got some experience anyway.
Answer your queen.
Okay, well, let's try and fight her then. I quick save before. I always tend to quick save, not so much to just to not to reload. Ha! Sorry, I just seen you. I have no idea. No, that's fair enough. We'll see how it goes. I think I made the right choice. This battle, it's actually going to have made no difference whatsoever now, because I've retreated. This is going to be the exact same battle. I didn't get a assault unit off on, which would have helped. But he's only got 16 units. Normally, when I'm fighting this battle, he's got a full stack, and even though I win, I'm so badly beaten up, it doesn't really help entirely. And I think I've got more archers than I normally do, so... God, look how open this battlefield is. I wonder if there was a nice hill to set up on. So luckily, I think I didn't really check, but he's a low-level slant, so I'm not going to have huge amounts of shooting, but we'll try to take him out. Oh, there's no reason to hang back. Right, let's spread him out. This is a lot of archers, actually. I normally would think it's overkill. Well, in the long-term army, but these are the units I got. So, yeah, she gives 15% missile damage, reload skill, and armor piercing missile damage to all those units there. So there's one unit of archers on the right that does... Well, there's one on either side. I wonder if I can move her over a bit. Is that going to help? This would be silly. I have a feeling there's a pixel in the middle where I'll be able to get both sides. I have a feeling not, actually. No, I'll have to live with that, I think. I think I probably could. She looks pretty central. Probably could move it in a touch. There we go. Yeah, that's 6 units. Okay, that's cool. Until on the outside won't. These guys, I'll send them in where the fighting's toughest. It's kind of my reserves. He hasn't got anything that's going to flank me. He's only got like some skinks and such. Is he? Sword spears, skinks are in the middle, skinks on the outer edges. Don't know, I'll stick these out on the wide flanks a little bit. Maybe they pull some people away, maybe they get some rear charges in, I'm not sure. But we'll see how it goes. We'll wait for them to come to me. Damn, it's not like they've got any long range shooting. Let's stick you guys out there a bit. Now this is where I normally get these guys lost. Is when I put them on the outside and they They distract some of their units, but let me turn you off fire at will, because I don't want to waste you all on skin cohorts. I want to be targeting them. Alright, so they're going after my knights. I think they're going to go after the... Right, open fire. You're just skinks. The problem with these, they tend to rage. Next. I don't suppose it generally matters. I just kind of really want to focus on one unit before moving on to the next one. Wow, it takes these guys down pretty bloody quickly. I mean, you don't get the same kind of angle on once the combat lines meet. Oh, brilliant, they're actually never coming back either. See, my guys tend to evaporate pretty bloody quickly. Oh, target the sand. So these are at least distracting some of their units, which is pretty good. The sland's going down pretty quickly now. Cool, let's get rid of their archers. Might start bringing these guys down a bit. Oh, good. Those guys are just... Oh, they're just skinks. Fine. I shouldn't expect too much from them. Let's... Hang on. Let's try and... Saurus with spears. Try and divide these up a bit between these guys. Let's get Khalida's going against these skinks. Try and roll up the flanks a little bit. Ooh, chase down these Saurus, will ya? Well, they've taken quite a... But I feel like this is a lot easier. Maybe I've just learned my lessons. Oh, I haven't said that. I shouldn't count them out. They're going to have a tendency to... Yeah, I mean, they come back quite a bit. Let's... Ooh, I'm not selecting them properly, am I? Let's try and get you to diverge over there. Because Saurus do have a tendency to rally. You have to be... You have to account for that, so... Or they rage, which is the other thing, of course. So they rage, and which basically makes them unbreakable while they're raging. Oh, have I kind of dealt with their main front? Pretty much, haven't I? Let's get you in there. Let's get you guys to focus on the Saurus with spears. You guys... Oh, no, where are you going? So they should be on guard, yeah. I have it set, with this army at least, I have it set to automatically go to guard. Oh, Oh, this is what happens. This is why I've always tended to lose them. It's like I send them out on these big missions, distracting a load of people, and they just get caught. No, this has gone way better than it ever normally does. I mean, they've got 4 less units. So 4 less units of Saurus is actually like pretty bloody huge. But they do keep coming back. Why is my sound just gone? Oh no, that was just the music. Cut out, it seemed. That was a bit weird. Oh, let's come on. Some Saurus spears. Why aren't any of you... Oh, I'm starting to run out of ammo now.
I am vengeance.
You get a lot of buffs to ammo and stuff like that later. Unit's been wiped out. But it's only Skelly, so, you know, we don't care. What's your speed? My speed's 28, your speed's 31. Okay, I won't catch them. Oh god, yeah, my guys don't last long against even just... These are my elite starting units. Come on, don't get stuck on them. Okay, let me just pause it a minute. Most of these guys have died. No, run out of ammo. Not died. I want to keep shooting them because I don't want them to come back. Cool, that's it. Oh, brilliant. Ha! I totally forgot about my special ability. And I should have explained this when I first started playing. But yeah, when I start losing guys, and it always stays the same, depending, no matter how big your army is, but at these different death tiers, when my unit dies, I get a regeneration, which is pretty nice. Unlike the vampires who rely on constantly using Invocation of the Heck to outgrind the enemy. Tomb Kings have a lot of different things that can give a little bit of regeneration to your army. So it's been more healing over time rather than an instant or near instant boost. But the cool thing is once you get to the third stage, you get to use Shabti as well. Which, why do I want to use them? These guys can kite these guys a bit. Let's get them down here. Should really use them against the skirmishers, shouldn't I? Oh, is everyone going? They're all going. Right, in that case... Oh, well, that was... I didn't expect them to suddenly start running like that. I need to run down as many of these as I can. Particularly the Saurus. Speed 24. Why is your speed only 24, whereas the other ones were 28 or 32? Was I looking at the wrong one? Oh, well, they're skinks. Speed 41, spears and shields. I don't know why you're getting less speed. You've got a debuff, and I don't know why. You're going to tell me? You probably don't know why. Um, okay, you guys go after these. Try and run down as many as we can. I won't bother trying to catch up with the skinks. Oh, come on. Because, yeah, ideally we're going to want to chase these guys up, which will be alright because we... Well, let's get Khalida to chase. Khalida's quite fast. That's one of the things I tend to. You have 46 speed. She'll maybe catch up to these guys. Yeah, one of the problems with the brutal battles is your characters can get stuck on units, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. I kind of feel like, although it does kind of change the gameplay a bit, it's... Oh, is that skinks? I don't care about the skinks. Kildosaurus. I feel like any bonuses, benefits you might get, I guess the AI gets them as well. So it just changes the gameplay a bit. So I think any benefit you get is just... I don't know, there's downsides. There's upsides and there's downsides, I guess. And like you, I'm hesitant about... Well, you didn't say you were hesitant, you just said you don't use game-changer mods. I mean, I tend to only really do that when... once I've played a game for a few hundred hours and I'm looking for a way to change it up. Like... the one I will use at some point will be the one that allows you to start as anybody. I want to do at some point a Mortal Empires campaign as dwarves, because I was saying to you earlier, my first ever campaign in Warhammer 1 was as dwarves, and I made so many mistakes, and that was almost 2 years ago now, and there's been so many updates. I haven't used a DLC with them or anything like that, or all the Warhammer 2 updates with Mortal Empires and stuff. So I really want to give the Slayer King a go, because I did Fulgrim last time. Oh, your summoned units get wiped out. They decay over time. Oh, she's doing... I think she's killing a lot more than I was kind of expecting to. 56 kills? I wonder if her explosion's going to really do anything. At least gets them all to fall over. If we could wipe out this, the more units we could wipe out, the better. Although we should be able to chase them up, and they should be fairly... Oh, yeah, because I played... Yeah, I played with vampires on Mortal Empires, and I did hear that it was the dwarves. Dwarves had a massive empire, and it didn't bother me, because they like to have strong enemies. They weren't directly on my doorstep, but I was at war with them for like ever. And but one of the things I heard online is that kind of happened all the time, and they fixed that now. But by the looks of things, it's the greenskins now who are the power. So that doesn't bother me. You know, I don't know. Depends what the early game's like. We'll see. Because sometimes I find with other strategy games I've played, you change it, like Civilization, you change the difficulty, and it only makes it more difficult at the start. Whereas I want it... With my Vampires campaign, I defeated the Empire relatively easily, had a pretty good strong empire, but the Dwarves had a big empire. And then Ulthuan and Nagron, on the other side, the places that were further away from me had their own big empires. So by the time I had a big empire, it actually had some competition. If everybody was even, then it'd be much easier to pick apart, like one by one, which I wouldn't want. But yeah, it kind of... I don't know if you've ever played Hearts of Iron. I mean, that has its own issues, don't get me wrong, but they've got sliders, so you can actually alter some stats for specific countries, which I always feel like Warhammer would do, because it's like, I don't mind the next game I play being really orc heavy as a bad guy, because... But after the 4th or 5th game, whatever, and it's still the orcs every time, then I don't know. It'd be nice if it's just a bit more random who gets the buffs in each game. instead of just changing every time they do a patch. It'd be nice if they could figure out a more dynamic way of doing that. Okay, so
They will serve
I don't really
me.
care about the replenishment
The
because
goddess wants
there's a good amount of replenishment, mind you.
Send them away.
And I do want to keep going.
I am their queen now.
It's just the money. There's not many ways you get money in the
Release
early
them.
game. And my units are free, so I can just recruit them. It's just a
Let
matter
their
of how
souls
quickly.
free.
Because I'm out of my own territory. Right, I'm
They
going to take
will
this
serve
now.
me.
No. I'm going to take this one now.
Release them.
Get the money. Because then I think I should be able to follow up and kill off the survivors. There's not many now. Actually, I'm glad I took down half these other units. So it meant I didn't just stick around and get replenishment.
Reap them
Because then,
like
after that battle, I get the replenishment. Because the extra 8% each turn is
The
what I
goddess
think will be
wants
useful. Especially going on into their settlement.
them. Send them away. More secrets reveal themselves.
And
Bring
again, another
me
upgrade.
Neferata's head.
Right, now we go down this one. The other thing I didn't really notice till I get there, because I've got huge amounts of options here. Don't know why I was pointing at the screen with my finger, you can't see that. But, because yeah, in the first game it was like 4 skills here, 4 skills there, and you can really customize which ones you want. But the reanimate, no, it's not that one particularly, but the end level skill. Yeah, so these extra buff ones only affect rank 7 and above units, which is an interesting kind of thing. But the resurrect, so most armies have a rally skill, which is very similar to this. It increases the leadership of guys in around you, but this also, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, it also replenishes the hit points of combatants. For some reason I thought that was map wide for the hit points, but yeah, no, within 40 meters, which is great. Again, it's another little bit. It's not huge amounts, but you string a few of these different types of rules together, suddenly you gain quite a bit of replenishment across your whole army. Don't get a huge amount of weapons and stuff with the two queens. You're kind of forced to build them all yourself, which is interesting. I'm liking the crafting mechanic, which we'll go into a bit more once I actually get there. Right, brilliant. I can still go after these guys. I know my front line is pretty damaged. Oh, never saw one of my archers got caught, but my archers are still alive and they'll have other ammo back,
Do not challenge me.
which is good.
Vengeance upon them.
I don't trust the auto resolve. Yeah, I'm gonna fight this one quickly.
Kill for Asa.
It's actually I'm finding the
At last.
I'm finding the loading times aren't as bad for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, compared to what I used. I mean, you're gonna say that I can understand you seeing like, oh, they're really bad. And but yeah, compared to what I'm used to. So I don't mind fighting small battles like this, just because I know I'm going to fight against settlement. Do they have walls? Will they have walls? I'm not sure if they'll have walls at this settlement. Sieges are tough this stage of the game because your infantry is terrible. You haven't got any good infantry to attack the wall. And they get too much cover for the archers. But hopefully it should, well, hopefully. This will be easy. Because they'll get close, or I'll move to them and I'll just shoot them. Oh! I'm in the wrong group. Hey Khalida, how's your range? That's alright. And let's get you guys on a flank, why not? Let's get you guys there, you guys around there, Let's start. Are you going to come to me? You're going to make me come to you. Except for all the ash, it looks like. Does look like it's ash. I mean, it's not like there's vampire corruption and stuff. Thinking about the greenskins having their act together, I'm glad, because when I did play as a vampires, the only greenskins I ever came into contact with was Crooked Moon. I actually made them a vassal quite early on without even going to war against them. And the ones that are in Lustria, I found them eventually because they'd all died before I came close. Well, let's attack the big unit. I think the thing with the reason they gave them bigger arcs is just so they don't know. I'm not sure. It feels a bit weird to me. Ideally, I want to chase down as many as possible. Because part of me feels like they shouldn't survive when I get confused actually, because I always thought there was kind of a rule that if they retreated from a battle and then you attacked them again, they would disappear. But there's been plenty of scenarios where that's not been true. What's your bloody speed? Your speed. 66. The source getting wiped out. Knowing my luck, it might not be an issue so much if just a handful of skinks, but I hate when it's like, oh, one unit got away, so now that's an army. I don't think I'm going to catch up anyway. Oh, take it easy. Thanks for coming along. And follow me on Twitter if you want to see when I'm on next. Or follow me here. That'd be cool as well. But take it easy. Thanks for coming along. There'll be on the VOD as well, if you want to catch up at a later time. And as it's going well, this will probably be up on YouTube at some point. What is the time anyway? 20 to 11. I was on a lot later than I was hoping to come on earlier. Ah, brilliant. Oh, wait a second. If you say you followed, it's supposed to be a pop-up. And I haven't had it happen live yet. And now I'm starting to think it doesn't work. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. Oh, there we go. Yay! Corbinitis now following. Woohoo! This is going to go on YouTube because it's the first stream that's worked. So you will be on record as the first person to have followed me on live stream. Anyway, yeah, cheers for the follow. That's greatly appreciated.
More secrets reveal themselves. Asap smiles on us.
Right, we got another, and they did bloody survive. Right, upgrade. Do we upgrade The archers is tempting. I kind of want my warriors to have more staying power. Yeah, the extra armor. Actually, let's undo that for a second. Because extra armor is good, but what's the armor value? Because the armor value is only 10, so an extra 6 armor. I mean, that's like an extra. Well, it's an extra 60% armor. I was going to say it's almost double. Oh, it's 50%. It's like no, that's quite easy to work out. 60%. And it's extra melee defense as well. It's not attack, which is good, which is exactly what I want them for. They're just there to soak up casualties. So they did bloody survive. It's 2 units of skinks. But with any luck...
The goddess wills it.
Now I should be able to auto-resolve this without any trouble. And if they kill any of me, any of my guys, I'm going to be annoyed.
At last! Vengeance!
But I killed 8, I can live with that.
They will serve
And so
me.
at this point, I'm not getting much money. I've only gained the extra campaign movement range. So this is one of the good things about chasing up an army though, because the canonic jars never varies, whereas the money is based on the size of the army. And I think so is a replenishment, except that extra 8% isn't. So yeah, canonic jars. I think that's how we'll do it. We'll prioritise the money, generally. Then the replenishment, it depends, because it's just the extra 8%, which is cool. Because now we're in a good position to attack this. And yeah, they haven't got much there. We actually, it's the same as the other garrison we fought. Oh, God, it went up another level. Crazy. Maybe I do a bit of both then. Extra 8% ammunition. Oh, we've unlocked some. Oh yeah, I never bothered using this. I don't know if anybody else has. Doesn't seem all that useful because I don't want to sack settlements mostly, and the AI gets such a buff to public order. It doesn't seem to be a terribly good strategy to oh excuse me, to try and make them rebel game. I don't care about the charge bonus, but physical resistance would be nice, maybe later. But no, let's carry on buffing troops, because yeah, we of the 5 skill points here, we can get that. Then I think we only need 1 of these to be able to get to that. Yeah, so it'd be 5, 6. Okay, but by that point, some of these specific skills will have increased. Extra melee defense. Right, now what is... Oh, it's an extra 3 armor. So it will be practically double at this point. But what's their melee defense? 30. And there's is 21. So at 30... Yeah. I want both of these at some point. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference in the long run which order we get them in. They won't be able to build up an army that quickly. We've got settlement upgrade available again. Now I feel more comfortable about buying this. We've got another 10 turns for the population surplus. Yep, let's build you up. We should be able to capture that next turn. Oh, you've taken the golden ziggurat, which is good. I would like to get some kind of military alliance or whatnot with him, just so I can tell him where to go and we kind of coordinate our attacks a bit. What hovered over his strength ranking is the... Yeah, it's going up to 41. Fine, cool. And that was a busy turn, but...
Asap commands.
Oh, I tell you what I am going to do. I'm just going to quickly check the difficulty settings because I feel like I made a mistake somewhere. Game settings. Not the right one. Campaign settings. That's difficulty hard and very hard. I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing. Oh, didn't want to exit. Resume. I'm just those battles just seem way easier. And what did I effectively do? I was a lot quicker at capturing the first settlement. I normally wouldn't capture it until turn 3 or something like that, which I guess gives me momentum, which meant I can move on quicker. I had a full stack, and they only had 16, which I guess because it would have been an extra 4 Saurus warriors, which are tough units. Having extra archers, I would normally build up the chariots. And probably wouldn't even have them in time anyway. So I had a bunch of extra archers. Yeah, I guess just as simple as that. Just feels like I haven't changed. I think I mean I said this at the start that the first 10, 20 turns are really going to define the momentum. Like before, I just got bogged down against the lizards. I mean, like after that initial battle, yeah, I'd win, but my army would be so damaged I'd have to retreat into my territory, rebuild up for a few turns. By which point he's built up an army a bit more. Maybe this has been upgraded by then. Oh, has it been upgraded? Oh no. It's level 2, but it will go down a level, I believe. At the start of my turn, have 250 canopic jars. And I get 3,000. I've also, from previous aspects, generally saving them up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to decide when to use them. I think at some point it starts, once your money, your basic income becomes a bit more steady, I feel more comfortable just going for the canopic jars as an option. Oh, that's weird. My sorry, my Xbox is doing odd things. Oh, there we go. I just noticed it gone down to 0 viewers, and suddenly, Twitch, when you're watching your own stream, Twitch counts it as a view, which is kind of annoying because it's difficult then to get an accurate stats on who's watching you and stuff. Right, I'm gonna do this. I don't need to do it for the battle, but I want this guy to have more experience. Oh, critical failure. Well, maybe not then. That was oh well, I don't care. It doesn't matter. He'll come back. Oh, is he dead or is he just wounded? I could just recruit another one. He was only level 1. Nope. Oh, can I not? Ah, that's annoying. Oh, I suppose he comes back automatically. It's not like a lord. A lord, when they come back from being wounded, they'll still be there. Ah, well. Anyway, I kind of wanted to. I was going to get him to do that, and then next turn kind of scatter towards the Sentinels of Zeti settlement itself. Yeah, we'll fight this one quick. Again, I just don't trust the auto resolve. It will just might have to demonstrate it at some point, but anybody who's played this game will know it can be a bit iffy. It doesn't really take into account magic and monsters particularly very well. I don't know how it works it out. I think he just looks at all your skeletons are just crap units. I don't know if they just kind of, it's almost based on, I guess when it comes to multiplayer, there's they actually have a points cost, money cost, or whatever it is. So I don't know if it's just simply based on that, how they work out, and then as a result how they work out casualties afterwards. Because sure, I can replace these units, but it takes time. Time's the main resource that the Tomb Kings has to deal with. Oh.
High Queen Khalida.
Let's keep it simple. Main infantry line, a bunch of archers, and nobody else is. Oh, was on the wrong button. Bit weird. I wonder if I can change that sensitivity actually. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at the controls for that because I just realised I was changing the up and down buttons, but I found that's the same even with the scroll wheel. It does it a bit. Rotation speed, movement speed. That's a camera. No, that just changes. Mouse scroll. Oh, let's hover over it. Let's see what it actually says. Doesn't. It's not giving me any kind of tooltip anywhere. So I think that's just the movement and the rotating. It's not like there's going up and down of the camera. I move. Whatever. If anybody else knows, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. Because I just feel like that's maybe it's not so bad when I'm controlling it, because I can at least I suppose it's just the buttons are a bit sensitive, and to be fair I only clicked them by accident anyway, so not generally my intention. Now, I think my special units have survived longer than they normally do. They don't normally survive that first battle. Again, we'll prioritise the Saurus. But I'll let them attack whoever. There's not really a need to totally take them out one at a time. Oh, that's weird. They got all turned around. I think they were considering going after the knight and then changed their minds. Oh, you're running away. Let's get. Oh, everybody's running away. Yeah, that was nice and easy. It's amazing what some concentrated archer fire can do. Anyway, end of battle. There's no need to carry that on. They're in a settlement, so they're all going to get destroyed. Ha! Lost one guy. Guaranteed I would have lost more. But yeah, because I do know, I want Tedlis to go after the Sentinels of Seti settlement, which it looks like they're doing. Problem is I can't. We're not good enough allies for me to be able to reinforce them and help them out. But yeah, I do find sieges are quite tough at this point, just because my infantry's so crap. Because he's probably already started building up an army there as well. And it's his capital settlement. I think it tends to be a bit more built up. I mean, we could always go sack and raise it.